If you're thinking about grabbing the Logitech POP Keys wireless mechanical keyboard, wait just a second. Because today, I'm going to break down exactly why you might want to think twice before buying it. Sure, on paper it promises a fun, bouncy typing experience with cute customizable emoji keys to unleash your personality. But here's what surprised me. Those emojis might be the least of your worries. In fact, the POP Keys has some real quirks and hidden problems that could impact your daily workflow more than you'd expect. Stick around because I'm diving deep into what's good, what's meh, and what's downright frustrating about this keyboard. You won't want to miss this before you spend your hard-earned $76.99. Now, before you click away thinking this is just another keyboard rant, let me tell you, it's designed for anyone who cares about style and personality in their tech, whether you're a creative professional, streamer, or just someone wanting to add some flair to your office setup. But the same features that make the POP Keys fun could also hold you back. So, what's under the neon coral and crushed raspberry colors? And why do some users say it's a love-hate relationship? I'll reveal the truth, but first, let me set the stage with a quick story. Last week, I pulled this keyboard out of the box excited to type away with those iconic clickety-clack mechanical keys. I swapped out the emoji keys, customized shortcuts, and paired it with my laptop easily. But as I got deeper into testing, I noticed something odd about the Bluetooth connection, and certain keys just weren't feeling as comfortable as I expected. It was like the keyboard promised a party, but only some guests showed up. Curious yet, let's rewind and unpack this whole experience. First off, let's talk about the key feel, because if you buy a mechanical keyboard, the typing experience better be satisfying. Logitech POP Keys do offer mechanical brown switches which are tactile and quieter than the clicky blues, so you get a nice bounce without sounding like a typewriter orchestra in your office. The keys themselves are scooped to fit your fingertips nicely, which, I'll admit, makes it pretty comfy to type for long sessions. However, these keys might not be for everyone. If you like a firm, heavy press, this might feel mushier. Also, you get that satisfying clack-clack that some love and others hate working around. Typing enthusiasts will find it charming. Office neighbors, maybe not so much. Okay, so the tactile feel is a win for many users. But here's where things start to wobble. Literally the keyboard's position and connectivity. Logitech designed the POP Keys to promote better shoulder and body posture with its compact and portable form, but I found the keyboard a bit too small for extended use without cramping my fingers. If you're used to a full-sized keyboard, this might cause more wrist movement and strain rather than less. Plus, the keyboard encourages better shoulder positioning, sure, but without a wrist rest, long typing marathons could feel uncomfortable. So it's ideal if you want a cute, portable keyboard for light typing, but less ideal as your primary workstation warrior. On top of that, wireless connectivity is supposed to be one of the POP Keys' selling points. You can pair it with up to 3 devices using Bluetooth or Logitech's Logibolt USB receiver, which covers Windows, Mac OS, Chrome OS, Android, iOS, basically everything. That sounds fantastic, right? But here's the caveat. Several users have reported occasional connection drops and input lag, especially when hopping between devices. Sometimes, the keyboard struggles to maintain a stable Bluetooth connection over the advertised 32.8 feet range, which can be a real pain if you have a clutter-free setup or prefer sitting farther from your device. Now here's a joke before we get too technical. Why did the keyboard get stuck on a date? Because it couldn't escape the space bar. Okay, maybe it's not LOL worthy, but it hits close to home when the POP Keys sometimes freezes on you mid-sentence. While Logitech software offers customization options for emoji keys and app shortcuts, these features are only available on Windows and Mac OS, which leaves Chromebook, Android, and iPad users out in the cold. The emoji keys themselves are fun, but can be gimmicky for professional settings. How often can you really justify swapping out the shrug emoji on your work keyboard? The emoji keys are certainly a standout feature, with 8 swappable keys plus 1 emoji menu key. If you love expressing yourself online, that's a nice touch. Still, physically changing keys can feel tedious if you want constant updates, and the extra emoji keys in the box means you have to keep track of those tiny parts. Plus, the customization is locked behind Logitech Options software, which is not super intuitive for everyone, especially if you're not tech-savvy. Logitech claims the keys are designed to endure up to 50 million strokes, which sounds impressive, but durability will only matter if you're willing to tolerate the keyboard's other quirks. Speaking of longevity, they also promise up to 3 years of battery life on just 2 AAA batteries. That sounds like a dream until you realize the keyboard only works on Bluetooth or the Logitech USB, meaning you'll need at least one other device ready for connectivity. Plus, changing batteries might become annoying if you use the keyboard heavily every day, and Logitech offers no rechargeable option. If you prefer a keyboard that's always ready to go without swapping batteries, this could be a deal breaker. Now, onto aesthetics. The POP keys come in vibrant, playful colors like Heartbreaker Rose and Neon Coral that pop on any desk. They also incorporate post-consumer recycled plastic between 20 to 41%, which is a thoughtful touch for eco-conscious buyers. Pair that with the matching POP mouse, featuring a quiet click and customizable button, and you've got a visually cohesive workspace. The keyboard is light and compact, measuring roughly 12.65 by 5.45 inches, so it fits in your bag easily. However, the compact design also sacrifices some functionality. For example, it lacks a number pad, which some power users might miss. Here's my second joke of the day. What do you call a keyboard with a good sense of humor? A QWIT key. See, I'm trying to lighten the mood because despite the drawbacks, this keyboard does have its fans with a solid 4.6-star rating on Amazon. Many reviewers praise the POP keys for its fun vibe and decent typing experience. Yet, others note problems like sticky keys, connectivity quirks, and the small size which doesn't fit larger hands comfortably. Therefore, it's not a one-size-fits-all product, but more of a lifestyle keyboard for people who prioritize vibe over function. Let me ask you this. Do you want your keyboard to be a personality statement or just a reliable tool? Because Logitech POP Keys leans heavily on the former. If you primarily type documents or code, or if you prefer a full-size tactile keyboard without distractions, this might not be your best bet. But if you want a quirky, portable companion for casual browsing, messaging, and light work with some playful extras, it ticks a lot of boxes. But what about software support? Logitech Options software powers the customization of emoji keys and shortcut mapping. It offers easy remapping and app-specific profiles, but only for Windows and Mac OS, which excludes a big chunk of tablets and Linux users. This exclusivity can be frustrating if you hope to fully customize your keyboard in every environment. Also, the customization process isn't seamless. It can sometimes feel like you need a manual just to understand what the emoji keys do. Battery life is solid on paper, but keep in mind, you'll depend on 2 AAA batteries that need replacement once drained. While 3 years of typical use is promised, heavy users may run through batteries faster. Some reviewers wish for a rechargeable option or USB-C charging instead, something Logitech could definitely improve on in the future versions. Now for the last joke, I promise. Why was the keyboard so good at football? Because it had the best control key. Okay, I'm here all week, but seriously, the POP Keys has a lot going for it visually and fun-wise, but it does ask you to compromise on serious typing comfort and seamless connectivity. So to recap, who is the Logitech POP Keys really for? It's perfect for those who love customizable style, want a compact and portable keyboard, and don't mind a few connection hiccups for the sake of fun features like emoji keys. Creatives, casual typists, and anyone wanting an eye-catching device will appreciate it. But if you're a heavy typer, gamer, or someone who demands flawless wireless stability and a full-size layout, this keyboard might frustrate more than delight. Here's the good news, though. Logitech is a trusted brand known for durable devices, and the POP keys uphold that reputation with up to 50 million keystroke durability and attractive eco-friendly materials. Plus, the playful design introduces a burst of personality that can brighten up any workspace. If you value aesthetics and light typing comfort over hardcore performance, you'll probably enjoy the POP keys. It's a keyboard that stands out. In a sea of plain black tech, it dares to be fun. But don't just take my word for it. Check out user reviews and think about your own needs before clicking buy. If you want the best price on the Logitech POP keys and are ready to add some pop to your desk, I've dropped the Amazon link in the description below. Just a heads up though, prices and availability change fast, so act quickly if you see a good deal. Remember, no keyboard is perfect, but knowing what to expect can help you choose wisely. Thanks for watching and happy typing.